Insults are like gifts. If you don't accept them, they stay with the giver. What if your greatest strength is not fighting harder, but staying calm? This is the forgotten wisdom of non-reaction, an art that can turn chaos into clarity, anger into peace, and weakness into power. Story 1. The Samurai and the Insult. A jealous young man once stood before an old samurai. He shouted, mocked, and tried to humiliate the warrior in front of a crowd. The audience waited for the samurai to strike back. But instead, he stood still, his eyes calm, his face like a lake untouched by the wind. Confused, people asked, "Why did you not respond? Why not fight back?" The samurai smiled and said, "If someone offers you a gift and you do not accept it, the gift remains with them." Insults are the same. Lesson card. Calmness equals strength. Reflection. How often do we let words control us? Every time we react to an insult, we give away our peace. Story 2. The Broken Teacup. A young student once broke a fragile teacup belonging to his master. The sound of shattering filled the room, and his heart sank. He trembled, ashamed, full of regret. The sage looked at the broken pieces and said gently, "The cup is already broken. Regret is useless. What matters is how you move forward." Lesson card. Past equals fixed. Choose next step. Reflection. We all hold on to what cannot be undone, but every second we spend in regret steals time from building the future. Story 3. The Farmer and the Horse. A farmer had a prized horse. One day, it ran away. Neighbors said, "What terrible luck." He replied, "Maybe." Days later, the horse returned with wild companions. The villagers exclaimed, "How fortunate," he replied, "Maybe." Soon after, his son fell from one of the horses and broke his leg. People whispered, "How unlucky." Again, he said, "Maybe." Months later, war came. Every able young man was forced to fight, except his son, who was spared because of his broken leg. Lesson card. Don't rush to judge. Reflection. Life is not a straight line of good or bad. Today's misfortune may be tomorrow's blessing. Reaction blinds us. Patience reveals truth. Story 4. The River and Anger. A student asked his teacher, "How do I overcome anger?" The teacher pointed to a river crashing against rocks. The water roared violently, full of rage. "See this? The more it collides, the wilder it gets, but left alone, it calms and clears." Then he said, "Emotions are like rivers. The more you struggle and react, the more turbulent they become. But when you pause, breathe, and observe, anger settles on its own." Lesson card. Pause. Breathe, observe, reflection. Sometimes, the strongest move is not resistance, but stillness. For stories. One message. The true power lies in not reacting hastily. Non-reaction is not suppression. It is awareness. It is the pause where instinct transforms into wisdom. The samurai teaches us dignity. The sage teaches us acceptance. The farmer teaches us perspective. The river teaches us patience. Together, they remind us, reaction is a choice, and wisdom often comes in silence. He who conquers himself is greater than he who conquers 1,000 men in battle. The mind is everything. What you think, you become. Letting go brings freedom, and freedom is the only condition for happiness. We cannot control everything that happens to us, but we can control how we respond. So the next time anger knocks, or life throws uncertainty your way, remember, pause, breathe, observe, then choose. Which story spoke to you most? Samurai, teacup, farmer, or river? Share it below. The greatest conqueror is the one who conquers himself.